whiteys down there.
Y'all funny, man.
Clive's been advocating for her for people was like, yo, they got so much respect for Clive now. They look at him so different. From the beginning of this election, he been advocating for Kamala. They said she better have him at the inauguration. He don't even wrote a song talking about a princess being in the White House. This shit fire.
A princess in the White House?
Yeah, and he put a tiara on the White House for the cover of the song. Song hard.
That's cool.
He said, "Bring it home, George."
That's nice of him to do.
He said, "Bring it home, Georgia."
Bring home Georgia's.
Bring home.
Home Georgia.
Look at Glorilla and Kamala.
That's crazy. Say it when you're in the zone.
Talking to Glorilla.
I do the pop out chat again. Every time. I need to start doing this first. If I even start the live. I always forget to do this. So I can see. Dun, 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 dun. There could be so much more. Everybody just gonna be waiting to see what happened, bro. Damn, we putting this vote today. Let me see what my Bitcoin saying. Let me see if her stock thing went up. Why do I have a cash app? Who sent me something?
Why did 288 people on Instagram see that video of me dancing for that Puerto Rican?
Payment received.
No tag, no nothing.
This girl here. Just do not encourage people to bet. I'm down $3.36. So ain't doing bad. It'll jump back up. Nah, I'm up $1. Okay. This Kamala Jones saying, damn, they dropped Kamala even low. Drop it down another cent.
She was 44 cents, right?
Yeah. And she was higher than that. She got more votes than Trump, but yeah, that junk gonna be crazy. Let me pull. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna have to pull Robin Hood up, and I ain't logging to Robin Hood on the computer. Since DJJ63, when the dude was teaching me how to work Robin Hood, how to invest and stuff. I'm probably not even gonna let me log in. Oh, that's the passcode. And it is what the hell they talking about, y'all? Log me in. Oh, they can see how much cash I earned. $102. They don't got the Kamala and Trump on here. On the let me see. 2024 presidential election, Harris versus Trump. So I can only look at it on the phone. They don't have it for people looking at it on the computer. If that ain't right, it's only on the phone. And I can't show y'all my phone. So that ain't gonna happen. I'll show them me logged in on Robinhood, but I ain't. Damn. Like I'm at 272 already. I think this Bitcoin gonna take me to the top, yo. I don't know why I wasn't investing in the Bitcoin all the time. Keep this Bitcoin, bro. And I want to show this the presidential joint. That's wild. Can't show it on my phone, so that automatically sucks.
Chester, VA got $1 million construction that just went up. This is out.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Make this bigger. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Background on top. Stretch this out. Let's see, man. Let's see. Acting. Just put it right there. Let me leave it right there and see what it looks like. I remember when I got all that money from what's name and robbing her, I cashed out. I cashed out. I cashed out of that. I don't even remember that coin no more. When we used to put all the money in. That's what it was. Even this junk at $17. Ethereum. Keep my home screen pulled up. I'm gonna save this. So I can get back into it. We can get Audio Mac going. Y'all auntie over there. Over that one. To the Caribbean. Let's see what they're playing. Maybe I'll put it down low. Can I put it down low? Let me see how low I can get the music. See if I can hear the music. It's not getting no volume now. Is it? I'm trying. It's probably too low. I want to play music, but I'm trying to test it where I can play music. Low is not American music because American music got that copyright. But I's an island man, so I could play it.
I'm trying. It's probably too low.
Let me see. I'm trying to.
Music, but I got.
I got it really, really low. Really, really low. I'm up early. Got it on. And now I'm fresh, showered. Waiting for my daughter. She's 18. This is going to be the first time she get to vote. I put some money in on Robinhood, where Robinhood, I found out when it was, yes, it was Monday. Sunday, you could vote on put money down on who's going to win the presidential election. And you could go Trump or Kamala. They don't have any independent artists on. I say independent artists. They don't have any independent. What they call? Presidential people who's trying to get elected. There is only Trump and Kamala. No independent. Who y'all gonna vote for? I think I'm gonna put down independent, man. I'm going west, yo. This is the first time I ever go independent. Always stick to
You're not voting.
Dr. Democrat. I always vote Democrat.
You're part of the problem.
Do people vote Democrat because it's traditional? It's tradition. I mean, some people don't even know what the heck they voting for or who they voting for. It is wait till you get there. Oh, I'm a Democrat. I'm voting a Democrat. What makes you a Democrat? Nobody don't know. You black. You're whatever race you are. It doesn't matter. We gonna see. We gonna see what happens. The world turned upside down because Trump get in. It is what it is. You still gotta get up, work, and provide for your family. Do the same thing over and over again. And if he get in, he only gonna be in for 4 years. So leave the man alone. Just leave it alone. 4 years of your life is like get locked up for 4 years and do your time. Just do your time. If he doing it, do your time. He gonna be gone. He can't change nothing in 4 years.
Yes,
Every president said,
yes, he can.
oh, every time it's a president, they be like, I need another 4 years. He can't do nothing. He's gonna be all right. Everybody gonna be all right. Don't stress. You still gotta get up and hustle every day. If you ain't rich, get rich. That's all. That's the less worries you have to worry about if you ain't gotta worry about money. One man don't stop no show, yo. That's how I look at it. And that's one man. So keep grinding. I want to try to find a brush.
Man, I didn't know you was that ignorant.
I'm just being real, man. Everybody say just put somebody's name down so you can know that they know that you voted. That's all. You don't know what they doing with. They don't know what they doing with that shit.
You know, people can see who you voted for now, right? It's iwillvote.com. They can see how many years you voted, who you voted for, if you haven't voted.
See, now they telling people business now. Now they telling people business or who voting in, who they vote for. Not it's supposed to be secret. You go inside the thing, it's supposed to be secret. Now you can go on the site and man. That's some bullshit. Go on the site and see who you vote for, how much years you vote. That's bullshit. Huh? That's bullshit. There's all people for the election.
I got daughters. I don't give a fuck. I got daughters. What's that? I got kids. This shit will affect my kids.
4 years. You know how much, bro?
He was in office for 4 years and look at us, still trying to recover from when he was in office.
Look at this, man.
That's what he did in 4 years. He 4 years and he's 8 years in still trying to fix the shit.
When I was in high school, I started to notice a whole lot of things. When Donald Trump came to the high school, not Donald Trump, Bill Clinton came to high school. So this is the first Democrat that I actually had to see face to face that I got to shake his hand, right? He came to Shabazz. Came to Shabazz. I didn't know nothing about no president. It wasn't like, that's the first time even in the 8th grade, they did a little fake poll in the 8th grade. Then we in the 9th grade, Bill Clinton. And then everybody else that was on from there, it was like, who is who? We've been having Republicans in there all the time. Clinton come in. Clinton, from remembrance, only people we had was Clinton, and we had Obama. So that's 16 years of my life. And then what old man name is? Joe Biden. That's it. I'm only 38. I'm about to be 39 this year. I'm pushing 40. You gotta talk to my grandmother, something that came as an immigrant, and she had to vote when she got a chance to. I don't know nobody that's like, what did they do? Republicans ain't do nothing. Democrats ain't do nothing. My family's still getting up working for all these years. Now I'm gonna get up and do the same thing. Ain't no need, man. Shit rough, yo. That voting shit is crazy. America needs to get like all the other countries and vote one time, and we gonna keep the motherfucker in the whole time until they act up, and then kick them out or kill them. However it go. Forget all the other stuff. We can't. We the only. America's the only place that's voting every 4 years. Nobody else doing that. Nobody else doing that. Just leave it the way it is. Leave it the way it is, yo. Shit's stupid, yo. And the reason why I look at it this way is because I have family from somewhere else. I have family from somewhere else. They're not American. So I know how other countries run. They only vote for whoever they putting in. That person stays there the whole time. United States, we got to vote every 4 years. And then every 4 years, it's the same stress you bringing to people. Same money being wasted to promote shit on TV and all the other shit. What happens to the independent people who don't have the money for funding all of that? What happened to the independent people that's trying to become president? I just found out two months ago that a black lady tried to be a president years before I was born, and she was an islander in New York. That's crazy. What's the black lady name? What's the black lady name that was gonna be president? That wanted to be what's her name? What's her name? I'm gonna look it up right now. 1972. I was born in 85. Her name is Shirley. Shirley what? I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Chisholm, whatever. She tried to be president. 1972. Shirley Chisholm. Chisholm? That's her name. Leave the lady alone. Is this music playing? Yeah. Tunes playing. I hate the tunes playing. I'm gonna just run the Caribbean music, and that's what we're gonna do today. gotta pull up somebody. Let me pull up somebody. All right, look. Let me see. Yo, who's yellow? Yellow's independent. Who's yellow? Or the states that didn't get picked yet? Hold on, let me watch one of these things. Yo, my opera be tweaking, yo, when they playing YouTube. This thing do not want to give YouTube no love. Let me go inside the Discord too. We go on the relaxing vibe. Whoever hop in, hop in. But we gonna try to keep this live all day. Even when I go vote, I'm gonna come back. I'll put Chatty Shay up when I leave. Okay. When the polls close in the battle state, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and who that is? Who am I? Who's that? Am I? Is that Michigan? Your boy been out there for a minute, nigga. Oh, Nevada, Arizona, and Wyoming too. This is funny though. Why every 4 years it gotta look like this? This is like a big thing for America. I know other countries probably be looking at us like, here they go again. Let's watch these Americans. Like 48.6, 48.2. I don't think nobody should have early voted. We don't know where them stuff be going. We still don't know where our stuff be going. Who do you know that work for the polls? Who you know work for the polls and see where that paper goes or where? Who knows this? Yeah, you ain't work behind the scenes.
I did, baby.
And then what? Where does it go?
I was an election officer.
Where does it go?
We put it into a vault. It's like this standing cap.
Where does the vault go? Nobody knows. Tell me. I'll tell you, I did security at the polls. I did security at the polls. Where does it go? Where does it go? Look what state we in. Look at California all the way over there. Washington, D.C. all the way over here. Who getting all this stuff all the way over here? Somebody, how does it work? How can we believe that this is true? That our vote counting for real? How? How do you know? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. I'm gonna have to pull up. You can't pull up nothing on YouTube though. Cause YouTube Nemesis is Twitch. You gotta pull up the Nemesis, man. Let me see. I don't know who to pull up. Let me just type something. Let me pull up IRL. Let's see who's scrolling in here. Who's in here? Who's in here? See, YouTube got peoples and blogs. They actually have IRL over here. Ain't nobody got nothing in there. I know what I gotta put though. Let me see. I gotta put. Scroll back up. Alright. I don't think nobody on Twitch got nothing though. I don't see nothing. Let me go to Google. Your Mac body extend. Alright, I'm hungry now. Eight. Man say he a gallus. Alright. Let me see what this person got here. Oh, Kodak Black came on the show too? Everybody on the show, man.
Yeah, they said Kodak Black.
What?
They said Kai Exton the purpose in the ear quartered in his mouth. Said Kai was confused too about what was happening.
These young people be crazy, man. And live now from Fox. They got 68,000 people. This joint is moving. Russia for Kamala. Why is that? Everybody putting their flags in there. Taiwan. Trump 24. Trump. There's mad Trumps in there. Let me hear what this nigga.
Because America was built on hate.
New issues have come on to the voters
the facts of our ancestors.
Have switched direction in terms of who they're saying has gone too far.
I think that's what we
Man, 4 years ain't nothing gonna happen in 4 years, bro.
You did a lot in 4 years, Adrian. You're ignorant. Do your research. You're pissing me off. You're not doing it. You're not making election day. Do your research. You didn't do your research. That nigga, we're living off of the 4 years from when he was in office and the things that he and his Senate did.
You know what's crazy? See, when I say ancestors, I'm talking about black, but the black American, like your ancestors who didn't get a chance to vote, they're saying the same thing. We gotta get up and do the same thing, bro. She's saying how she feel because she a black woman, bro.
It don't got nothing to do with being a black. This not about black or white. It's about hate or democracy.
Man, that ain't changing nothing, bro. We still got hate in America. Hate gonna be still here. Hate was here before the black people came here. It was hate. It been hate.
And that is the point of the election.
Ain't nobody.
You making my
So
argument
then, this is the same thing like how Donald Trump. Obama.
Why would
They
you
gonna
want your
put
kids to
everything on Obama.
Like
Thinking Obama could change and do everything because he was the black man. Now they gonna put her in here, and then they gonna think that she gonna change and do everything.
They don't think that. They do not think that. But we won't have a leader who thinks that you're a nigger or your daughters or cat bitches. He just called Kamala a bitch last night on television.
If this man, if Trump get in here,
Nancy Pelosi a bitch.
what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if this man get in here?
When he was office, what happened?
What's gonna get in here if the man get in here? If he don't get in now, is he gonna be locked up or he's gonna be able to? Oh, the next 4 years I'm gonna go ahead and so he gonna.
No, he said if he lose, he not running and he gotta go to trial next week. So
now you believe in him.
He going to jail next week,
now,
so he can't
now
run.
You believe in him.
His sentencing is
now
next
you
week.
Believe in him.
He gonna be in jail anyway.
So if he become president, he gonna be in jail and president.
He gonna pardon himself. The system fucked up.
Leave it, man. Ain't gonna come back.
I'm voting blue. I got daughters. That's why. And these things stay in place for a long time. So, 4 years in 2006 that affect us today. Because of Congress.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat.
Congress.
I'm bagging like 2 mics, man. I'm bagging like 2 mics.
Congress makes the decision, not the president.
You wanna hear her? Let me know.
People ignorant as fuck. I shouldn't have fucked this morning. You pissed me off.
It don't matter, man.
It does matter. When you do your research, you're speaking on shit that you don't even know what you're talking about. You do your research. Now,
Just look at it, make you drunk, click a more daddy after the bunks. She a say a boy from the punk, and now make you come every day, my follow back around. So the waist boy get dumb, mama pussy start jump when she see the gunman with gun. Have a 17 with a drum, them a freak, them a bum, and them weak to the weed and the rum. Now boy, no mind way, no. Work hard every day like Chinese. VFC a fuck, no pussy gonna style way. Big ball and a boy gonna pile. We tell squad instead of running if they're running a Burberry. Gunman there with a Chris clock. Me and some girl in the bank where I flip cash. Man apart certain boy cause I fish that. If I mishap, shot a boy 9 face. Found a Gaza then a one word I run the place. Some boy made a name and they never stand. Tell the fed away the boss, money everywhere. Bust a clock and bust a face. Killer them in the game but we never play. Said them by them should have shame, can't buy a beer. Pussy we are not the same, me a pioneer. Never suck a pussy, never fuck a body, no. Never see me spend a body man money, no. Never see me borrow nothing for nobody, no. Watch you make me this time in the jeep sit now. Wanna put no boy to beggy. Wanna put no boy to licky. Wanna put no boy to lippy. I feel the sweets, me say I'm switching. No boy, no mind way. Work hard every day like Chinese. VFC a fuck, no pussy gonna style way. Big ball and a boy gonna pile. We tell squad instead of running if them running a Burberry. Gunman there with a Chris clock. Me and some girl in the bank where I flip cash. Man apart certain boy cause I fish that. If I mishap, shot a boy 9 face. Yeah, double M. Watch this. Hey. As long as I live, I will party. So please don't hold me back. Please don't hold me back. As long as I have health and strength with me, I looking for plenty.
Don't be talking about me on camera now. Give me your political views. Damn, she gonna call me dumb, stupid, a whole nigger, and everything. You hear this?
That's what Trump called you.
You hear this, yeah?
I won't think about you.
You hear this, yeah? I guess as a black woman, I'm dumb, young, and uneducated. That's what Kamala calling me. She ain't calling me no nigga. Dumb, uneducated nigger. That's what I am. You gotta get up and do the same shit every. Don't matter to me. I don't care who got the power. I ain't got it. I can't change shit.
You got insecurity.
What are you saying? Nobody worrying about that. You can get in if you want to. I was saying. She mad at me. They should vote for us not having to vote. Let's pass that shit. Pass so we don't gotta vote anymore. Is that my phone?
Yo, my producer Clive Hunt. You know hear how them freestar? Now the world boss, Adija Palmer. Haha boy. Cartel free, me feel irie. Cartel free, we feel irie. Them free the world boss from the penny.
Oh hell no! What the hell? Cartel free. Next few years, they're gonna say she was family to one of the presidents as well. All the presidents related. My man about to be 82 years old. Joe Biden about to be 82. If he lived to November 20th, his birthday is November 20th, he is Sagittarius, like me. If he lived to November 20th, he gonna be 82. Old man Biden, bro. Look at the presidents, bro. All the presidents. George Bush look just like his dad, bro. Look at this shit. I was not alive when Ronald Reagan. Then we got George W. Bush. Ronald Reagan was. Oh shit, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Get my knowledge right. Yeah, alright, George Bush was 89. I was born in 85 when Ronald Reagan came out. Ronald Reagan was out of there. Bush 89, I'm born in 85. So it went from George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, then Bush again, then Obama, then Trump, then Biden. Everybody else got smoked. All the other presidents get smoked, bro. Damn, yo. The only mask people wear is what? What mask people wear? People wear Ronald Reagan mask, they wear Nixon mask, they wear Obama mask, you got the Bill Clinton mask, Trump mask, they got a Kennedy mask. I don't think you got no other mask out. White America, bro. The White House. The White House, we only got one black man, yo. Moving to Canada, y'all. Too cold up there. This is funny. This is the first look. 58 minutes, and I had so much static. If I didn't mute the mic before I left, y'all would have heard everything. It would have been funny as hell. A sandwich with apple juice. That's what I'm having. Turkey and cheese. The man possible perk live. Is Trump in Michigan right now? Yeah. How about the mountain going on there? A baby mouse prank. MTV, my block, Virginia. All about popularity, man. Popularity. Truthfully, I always vote for. Since I got with my wife, I always vote for who she voted for. First time she got to vote was Obama. I voted Obama. It didn't matter to me. Cause I'm gonna vote for who she voted for. So whatever happens, I would be like, oh, it's because of you. Trump will fix it. Trump, Vance, make America again 2024. Trump in Michigan right now. Look at this shit. Black lady in the crowd with her baby. I'm on camera. Look at that. Oh, he got both of her kids over there. Another little boy over there, black boy. Yeah. They back in the Trump. What they got? You's crazy. Cause that mean Trump would get in again. Cause I just looked at the list of all the presidents. He'll be up there 2 times. This shit hilarious. Every 4 years, this shit is hilarious, yo. What we let bother us so much, and it's more stuff than this, bro. There's more stuff than this. It's more than what's going on here. Food off the porch? Alright. Hold on.
all gone to the migrants, along with African American jobs, are at the worst, one of the worst levels.
Let me hear this.
Going to migrants, the African American. When you see those numbers, that's the numbers your fake news ought to show you, because they're going to come out with numbers right after the elections. It's going to show that all those people that illegally come across the border with their open border policy are taking the African American jobs away. Now, can you imagine? So, you know, guys have jobs for 20 years. They've got a family. They have everything. They're doing a good job. They're good people, good workers. And their jobs are being taken away by people that just came in. And it's not right. Hispanic jobs also, to a lesser extent. Union jobs will be affected, not yet, but they will be very much so. But the African American jobs, you ought to tell them to go get you the real numbers, because when you see this, it's going to be probably after the election. You're going to be really angry. You're going to say, you know, I wish I voted for Trump. He got me criminal justice reform. He got me the colleges, historically black colleges and universities. I took care of them. I took care of them. I took care of them. You know, every year they'd come to Washington, the heads of the guys, nice guys, a lot of nice people, actually. After 2 years, I said, why do you guys keep coming to Washington?
Tweaking?
These were the heads of the colleges, black colleges, and very important group of schools, actually, and great people that I got to really like some of them. Some of them became friends of mine. And in the third year, I said, you're here again. Why are you here? I never asked him the first 2 times. Because they make us
stop it. I don't know what deal it.
We have funding, and I said, why don't they give you a long-term deal? He said, they would never do it. I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you a long-term deal for more money than you're asking, because you're not asking for enough. And I got him taken care of. And I said, the only bad thing about what I'm doing is I'll never see you again. Most likely, I'll never see you again, which is sad. But you know what? It's wrong what they're doing to you. They had to come back for years and years. They came back every year, hat in hand. One guy said they make us like beggars, These are black.
Yeah, it's not picking up good. It's not
here.
picking up good. I don't know what the deal is. Let me put yeah. Let me put this in. Say he did more as president in a black population than any other. Kamala. He said Kamala. This dude's funny, man. It is what it is. Let me put. I don't know why the sound is not picking up. Wait, I don't need this. Hold on. Damn. Calling them up as fools. Somebody yelling in the crowd said, thank you. The school going crazy with education prices. No tax on Social Security benefits.
What you about to be on?
Yeah, man. He is funny, man. But it is. Yeah, he be coming up with this shit off the fly. He be coming up with this shit off the fucking fly. This shit be off the fly. Did he just curse? This man could just curse on TV. Let me put in this camera. Let me put in this camera. Video. Talking to me?
Was also in black, so he had black on black. That's called very subtle. And he wore it and he loved it, and he did great. He made a speech, did great. We had 107,000 people in Butler, PA, right? Honoring the firefighter, Corey. Honoring Corey the firefighter, 107. And Elon got up and made his speech, and he did a good speech. He said, I've never seen so many people. I've never seen anything like it. And then, because, you know, he comes sort of out of a laboratory. I mean, you know, what he likes is, it's where he feels comfortable. All of a sudden, he's on the stage. He's got all those people. And he's wearing the hat. I said, what is it? He said, dark bag. I said, listen, that hat looks great, Elon. Okay. So I sold like 2 hats in the last year, dark bagger. Nobody bought them. We had a run on the hats. They sold 71,000 black hats. Can you believe it? 71,000. You make money with money. It's the way it is. That's a hot item. Anyway, his just released numbers plainly indicate our economy is a total disaster and is expected to get very substantially worse. It's a wonderful time for me to come in. You know, this is what I want. No, I would have rather come in when things are going in the right direction, but we're gonna get it straightened out fast. It's gonna be, we'll have the best economy you've ever had. You know, the stock market's going up. Scott Bessent, some of the smartest analysts on Wall Street said it's only going up for one reason, because the polls and everyone thinks Trump's going to be president. They think Trump's going to win the election. That's why it's going up. Now, here's the bad news. They say if he doesn't win, you end up in a depression. It's, boy, wait till you see that. It'll be a 1929 style economic depression that will absolutely crush your incomes and all that stuff. But we're not going to talk about that because we want to make sure we win. And when we win, you are 4 days away from the best jobs, the biggest paychecks, and the brightest economic future the world has ever seen. You're going to be great. You'll love it. And we will end Kamala's economic disaster and launch a
Kamala.
Trump
I say Kamala.
miracle. You know, Steve Moore, great
Her name is
economist,
Kamala.
great, actually. He is a great guy, right? He is a great guy. He just wrote a book called The Trump Economic Miracle. Just came out. It's a bestseller. Go buy it. It's great. I mean, it's a great book. I mean, what the hell? It's like $20. It's $20. Give the guy $20. No, it's a great book. It's a hot book. The Trump Economic Miracle by Steve Moore. Go buy it. It's great. He really tells us how we did it and what we're going to do.
It's not picking up no sound.
Complicated. I will massively cut taxes for workers and small businesses, and we will have
I don't know.
tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. And you know they're going to claim Donald Trump has a conflict of interest because I'm a senior and I'm giving.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is acting crazy.
Oh, don't come up.
Why is Opera not working? Oh shoot. He is wilding on Joe. That's crazy. I don't know what the deal is. Family caregivers. Hey yo, this is just too funny, man. Lil Wayne this Jay-Z in NFL with Master P. You know, yo, what happened? Louisiana. So they put a whole bunch of Louisiana stuff Touring Snoop Dogg's compound. So Kamala did hers yesterday, and he doing his now. Getting girls. It's crazy. Gig tuber, what the hell is gig tuber? A gig tuber driver? Oh, that's what he called himself. Best of the debates.
Home to the After Work Club.
I want the sound to pick up, but the sound is acting crazy. I don't know what the deal is.
Didn't vote for it. I had a choice to make when I was president. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, never going to be great, or do I let it rot? And I felt I had an obligation, even though politically it would have been good to just let it rot and let it go away. I decided, and I told my people, the top people, and they're very good people. I have a lot of good people in that administration. We read about the bad ones. We had some real bad ones too, and so do they. They have really bad ones. The difference is they don't get rid of them. But let me just explain. I had a choice to make. Do I save it and make it as good as it can be, or do I let it rot? And I saved it. I did the right thing. But it's still never going to be great, and
Kid. Somebody put over who has an edge, Kamala or Trump? I don't know what her real voice sound like. Because when you hear black people talk on TV, you get in the TV voice. When that damn camera flip off, crazy how you gotta change yourself to sound for other people. I watched this one already. See? Everybody rewatching it. India today. How is India looking at America? Are you serious? This is India today. They got 9.75 million and they watching this shit. So the independent voters are voting for Kamala. And most of them. Like, why they're getting content from us. The dumb shit that Americans do, bro. Do Google have this thing up here?
Guardianship. Also, one side win. Yes. Period. David stuff.
I don't know my controller there. Oh, no.
Later in you.
When I go to the boat, I'm gonna be floating on clouds. Let me see, can I hit my doobie on this side? My doobie's on.
And she stated, maybe I waited for heated blanket.
A slam dunk for the challenger. I don't know why y'all can't hit it.
In these polling numbers.
Yeah, I think Daniel got it right. You know, I think the Harris campaign is trying to portray Trump as the incumbent, and it hasn't been all that long. I wanted to touch a little bit, though, on the hidden Trump voters, because in the past that was definitely true. And I have always found it true that a lot of times when people lie to polls, which they do, they lie because they're voting in a way that they think will get them condemned in some way. At this point in our political life in the United States, I think those kind of Trump voters are rarer. I think if we're looking for something unexpected, it may be the hidden Harris voter, you know, the woman in Pennsylvania, or even the
Something wrong with that browser. Gotta update the browser. Just I don't know what's wrong with the browser. What are you gonna look at another browser? Chrome browser. Will Kamala create history?
White men. We'll also talk a bit about people of Indian American origin. The Latinos have been in the news as well. So let's take you through how the community vote is going. Let's start with white voters. 54% saying they're picking Donald Trump. Kamala Harris would be the first woman of color. If she were to get elected, 45% of white voters, so she's weak amongst white voters. 45% of white voters saying they'd vote for Kamala Harris. If we now come to the non-white voters, just taken as a whole, here is where Kamala Harris has a massive advantage. Remember, American demographics have been changing very rapidly. The percentage of
It's not working. It's not working. Let me try to capture the sound from it. I don't know what the deal is. They're looking at Latino. They could look at all of this. Damn. It is window capture. Window capture. Let me see if I can capture. See what happens. If I get the sound in here. Alright, capture the sound. See what we getting.
Diaspora in the US is concerned, my feeling is they will tilt a little more towards Kamala Harris, because at the end of the day, the choice they have to make is make it, what kind of leadership they want to elect. With Kamala Harris, widely it is expected that she'll be more humanitarian, more principled, more responsible leader, and also they'll
Sound not coming through. Close this. Put it over here. Put it in there. Capture sound. See if it's in here. Get the sound in it. Ain't no sound picking up. It's not picking up the sound.
Hello and hope this finds you well. I'm not sure if that private. However,
Not working.
public
It's not working, y'all.
waiting list opened up, and was
I don't know why I can't get no sound.
into the public guardian has been seen. I have 40 children. I am working towards a smooth transition. Will be in the loop. Please.
That's crazy. And what's another thing that's wild? And they voting in the church. She not winning Georgia. And my mother always saying, "Oh, that's they all these hacky backies and look at that." Let me just put it up. Let me put it up here. She said he's the best. She voted for Trump because he's the best. Hold on, let me fix this. Oh, she in Florida. The Trump taking over the streets. Women. Let me see. They voting for Harry. They voting for reproductive rights. We got pictures of Donald Trump on the flag. Oh, they got sniffing dogs out there, man. I can't smell like no herbs. Yeah. Oh, Donald Trump voted with his wife. Wisconsin, look, 49 Kamala. Wisconsin. The vice president dude that keep texting me right there. That's him, man. Neck and neck in swing states. Advance. Oh, I gotta put it back. Look at Oprah. Ah! I don't know what to say, man. This is comedy, man. I'm happy that I'm able to actually sit down because every time I think I was at work every time because I work for the government, so I think every time I was at work, since I started working for the government, I've been at work. And all the kids be asleep at the time, so you be on the computer just like, let me see who gonna win. And then they'll say who win on the radio or something. Oh, man. I think last year that somebody on the radio said Donald Trump won this bitch or some shit like that. It is wild. The Indian news making this junk different. Like, this don't sound like the American news. Yo, they had the sound effects. I don't think we got sound effects like that. Or maybe I ain't watched the news in a long time. They got sound effects. They doing their thing, man. I'm gonna start watching the Indian news. I mean, that's his young wife. Political stock exchange. See, I done put money in. I put money in. Y'all put in some money? About to lose my money. I don't believe they let you vote though. I mean, let you bid and put in money. That's freaking crazy. I ain't going to stand in no line. When I get there and I gotta stand in line, I'm gonna be mad. I got a broke foot. I don't want to stand up right now. So you tell me everybody gonna come out like Obama, and I'm be waiting inside the line. I don't think I waited in the line. I don't think the line was that long. Was the line long when we voted for Obama? We had to vote twice, and we was living in two different places in between that 4 years. So I know the first one, I had to vote. Damn, did I get a VA ID? Damn, I don't remember. Race for men, Obama. I mean, Kamala is losing. More men is voting. And that's what my wife think it is. She just yelled at me and said that shit. Cause a man don't want women in power and all this other. She just yelled at me and slammed the door on me and everything, yo. It's like, it is not about that. Yes, it is. I don't care who run this goddamn shit. They only gonna run it for 4 years, then we can vote their ass out. I can get locked up for 4 years and come out. 4 years of punishment, what? Let the next person come in and take the shit away. Shit. Stop stressing, people. Stop stressing over this. Put somebody's name on there so people can know that you're alive and you're voting and you're accounted for your state. And you are part of the population. And that's it, man. Put somebody's name on there. Put somebody's name down. I don't know why this is not picking up the sound. Like, this one got me so tight that the sound is not picking up. It's coming through and it's coming through like like something. Cause it should work. Like, I hear the sound. It's the desktop sound.
Absolutely, Raul. I mean, we talk about polls, and we've also
in my
talked about
headset.
how close this election is.
Then I
People
go
are
live.
comparing this to the
I'm on
election in the
live.
60s when
Check
Kennedy
it.
was fighting elections. And look, everybody in America is basically watching what happens tonight. Will America go back to Donald Trump? Will they go back to Kamala? Will they choose Kamala Harris? But importantly, these swing states and these small counties in these swing states will determine who gets to the White House. I mean, you're talking about counties, or you're talking about areas around Pittsburgh. You're talking about areas around Philadelphia, Allentown. You're talking about Maricopa County in Arizona. You're talking about the Wake County in North Carolina. These counties hold the key on who goes to the White House. And by the looks of it, it's very close. You talked about the numbers about, how there's a separation between women and men voters who are voting in stark comparison to what they have in the past. Also, the fact that, Raul, like, if 10 years ago somebody would have said that Donald Trump would be on stage with Muslim Americans,
I can hear it messing up. I don't know why. Why is it doing that? The sound is not coming through. What's up with it? Yo, his voice sound like he's singing. Let me not hold you back. Let me not hold you back. Now let me see. If it's my phone that's tweaking. Now this is what I'm gonna do. Boom, right? I'm putting the sound back on.
It's one thing to have an opinion, as we saw in Indian states like Haryana recently. It doesn't matter what your opinion is, it matters who you're able to get out to the polling booth on polling day.
Yeah, absolutely, Rahul. I would believe more than the swing states which are being talked about, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, Arizona, Wisconsin, Nevada. I think, yeah, I mean, they would be crucial, but I think more than that, voter turnout would decide as to who is inside White House next. And also women. If women turnout is proportionately more than men, and with little more swing in favor of Kamala Harris, would see her win. But it's anybody's guess, and it is the most tightly contested U.S. presidential election ever.
I'm gonna turn it down.
In the last 3 decades or so. So I think
YouTube like to be tweaking. So it's my phone that's acting up.
Able to predict with any accuracy.
It's my phone.
Any reasonable degree of confidence so far. And it's very, very interesting because both of them have very different take on various things that affect the economy of the U.S. Geopolitical stuff and different parts of the world which are especially which are at war, be it Russia or Ukraine or Israel, Gaza, Iran, that area. So I think both have very different takes on that. Let's see which way.
So we're seeing Michael Kugelman. A very close contest in the United States. Just for a moment, imagine that this is a global presidential election where the world and their countries get to decide who they want as the president. Who do you think would win internationally?
Nah, my phone just tweaking. I don't know what it is.
Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who do you think has the advantage internationally and why?
Yo, why you gotta talk like that? Ain't no need to even talk like that. Evil what? Evil what? The phone says it's evil. Just be quiet. What the? This woman. Oh boy.
Our U.S. allies and partners that remember how things went during the Trump presidency when the NATO alliance and U.S. relations with treaty allies in Asia took some major blows. And I think that those countries might be a bit concerned about the specter of a return of Trump. But there are other leaders, I think, that would prefer not to see Harris and would prefer to see Trump. If you talk about a Vladimir Putin, for example, and I think I can't resist saying something about India here. I think that one could argue that there would be trade-offs for India with both Harris and Trump. I think that one could argue that some tension points, whether you're talking about the Russia factor or the issue of human rights, would be less prevalent if Trump were to return to the presidency. But I think that issues like trade tensions could come back to the fore if Trump were to return. Harris, I think, would be someone that that New Delhi would be comfortable working with, because I think it would largely be seen as a continuation of the Biden administration to an extent. But at the same time, there might be concerns that a President Harris would be willing, like the Biden administration, to make a bit more noise about internal matters in India, such as rights and so on. So hard to give a short answer.
Well, President Trump might be more mercurial, but he's also transactional. Kamala Harris would likely keep the relationship going in the way that it's built up over the last several years. So both offer very different things. I want to welcome Edward Luce, U.S. National Affairs Editor.
Yo, that Bluetooth only, that Bluetooth only $10, yo. Oh my goodness! I hope it sounds good. Oh man, that's small. Oh man, that's small. And that's your hand. If that's your hand and you got a woman hand, that is small.
I think it does matter because when you look at
Damn, she said she paid $50 for this Bluetooth. That thing is small, Shannon. The Bluetooth she got is probably the size of this joint right here. Look. Oh, she mad at me. Auntie mad at me. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
which has provided that stable policies, which may not
She mad because I'm a vote independent.
Trump brings that unpredictability, and that's going to have a big impact on global trade, especially from India coming to the United States.
But Trump also might not be so bothered about some of the things that Kamala Harris might likely get very agitated about. And I think Michael Kugelman referred to that. For example, the manner in which Canada and India's ties have nosedived over the past several weeks on account of the alleged assassination attempt on one person in the United States and the assassination of Niger in Canada. Those kind of things Trump might not care very much about, whereas Kamala Harris
try to blick him down.
Issues like that, which would be something that the Indian government would be very wary of.
No, absolutely, but you have to understand there's a big difference between.
What's crazy is that it's still good that they can do a YouTube channel doing this stuff, because they actually getting knowledge. Like, they getting the knowledge too. Like, they in Indian, they getting knowledge saying like, oh yeah, this person gonna be president, this person gonna give us this, or we're gonna be able to trade this with who, and this. They need to do the same stuff. For real.
I think that process will continue regardless who comes in.
They getting everything.
So I don't think that's not going to change. But overall, I would say that while Trump has stated very clearly that he prefers Prime Minister Modi, he likes Prime Minister Modi, he does not like India as a tariff king itself. So you will see a split approach while he's going to talk about Prime Minister Modi in a very, very positive manner, but he's going to focus a lot on India's tariff. But you have to understand, India has a trade surplus with the United States. Unless that comes to a level between the two countries, he's going to keep on poking in India from a trade perspective.
Okay, I think Mukesh Aghi making clear that from a trade and investment perspective, maybe he thinks Kamala Harris might be more stable and easier to deal with. Thank you very much, Dr. Aghi. We'll come back to you once we actually know who won, and then we'll discuss what impact this has. For the moment, I want to go across to Edward Luce. Mr. Luce, I read your commentary very carefully. You know, this is a very tight election. Is it really just down to those 7 battleground states and who wins those? Or do you think in the other states as well, where everyone's taking for granted that these are either blue or red states, that there could be changes which also people need to look out for very carefully?
Well, that's a very good question. I mean, you know, in America's season 8, is not going to end without a surprise twist. And the nature of US politics has been so weirdly a combination of volatility and absolute sort of predictable 50-50 nature. And the combination of those two is something is going to happen in the next 24 hours or in the rest of today that we haven't foreseen. And it might be one of the non-swing states flipping, surprisingly, to the other candidate and changing the whole nature of this race. Or it could be that in spite of the fact this is razor close, dead heat, etc., that we actually get a clear result early this evening and we're all in bed by midnight. I really have no idea. And anybody who does have an idea is bluffing.
Sure. One of the things the Harris campaign seems to be betting on is a stronger ground game. They've outspent the Trump campaign by far. They claim that they've got the maximum number of volunteers on the ground, going knocking on doors, urging voters to go out and cast their votes. Do you think that makes much of a difference? Or do you think given the level of polarization, voters will decide one way or the other what they want to do, and it doesn't really matter how strong your ground game is?
I think ground game always matters because, this is not an election of swing voters. This is an election where most people made their mind up ages ago, and therefore the game is to get them to the polling booths and voting. Almost always the presidential candidate with more money wins. The only exception to that was 2016. Hillary Clinton outspent Donald Trump quite a bit, and of course she lost. Kamala Harris does have more money than Trump. And if you look at the ground game, Trump has outsourced a lot of the work to Elon Musk, to a super PAC created by Elon Musk, who has no previous electoral experience, and there have been some serious problems with what his canvassers have been doing on the ground and whether they've been paid. So there are a lot of eccentricities on the Trump side that if he does come to lose, and I, again, just want to underline, I don't know which way it's going to go, but if he does come to lose, those sorts of decisions will, I think, the Musk one in particular, will feature in the recriminations.
No, because that's the other thing. If he does lose, will he accept the verdict? He's indicated in one or two interviews when he was asked, do you think you can lose? He says, yeah, maybe I might, but I don't think it'll happen. He's accepted the possibility of actually ending up on the losing side. Will he bow down, accept Harris as his president, or will we see another massive ruckus and possible violence after the votes have been counted?
So I don't think violence is nearly as likely, regardless of the outcome, in 2024 as it was last time. Last time Trump was president, and he was inciting the protesters to storm Capitol Hill.
Yo, these people is
to
protest,
protesters and protect.
Yeah, but this says turn America to hell when Kamala win this shit, bro.
For the next 100 days or so. And
it's gonna be over.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her, can she provide me with an example? Because I don't know what she's talking about. I'm legit confused.
I do think it's extremely unlikely Donald Trump would accept the results if Kamala Harris turns out to be the winner tonight or in the next few days. He has on many occasions said this will be rigged. This is an unfair election. And there will be cheating going on. And he's been saying it incessantly in the last 2 or 3 days. So Trump bowing out and sort of going off into the sunset.
I'm so confused.
Is not on my bingo card.
Well, he won't likely go into the
She said, I mistakenly entered October demographics on November section of the spreadsheet.
No matter, especially if he ends up
on
the losing side. If men are disproportionately wanting to
That's what she said. She said, no.
It comes down to where is their higher.
She said she's going to call me.
Where is the level of interest and enthusiasm higher? On that, Edward Luce, before I let you go, which voting group do you think is more enthusiastic? Are you seeing more enthusiasm amongst men or women?
Hello?
I'm seeing quite a lot of enthusiasm amongst both, but it's what I would call negative enthusiasm. A real dislike of the other candidate is their chief motivation. So, I mean, historically, women do tend to vote in higher numbers. I think 53% of the electorate last time were female. I'm expecting that to be higher this time, but also that the share of women who vote for Kamala Harris or vote for the Democratic nominee being higher than normal as well because of this whole abortion issue.
And
women do tend
and
to be
and
a little bit more reliable
so
about
you're saying
voting. So
Lakeside should
if
have
you
it.
were on the Harris campaign and you were clutching at straws right now, I think the gender gap in how reliable you are at turning up to vote would be one of those straws.
I'd leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us, Edward Luce. I want to go across to Danielle Block, Senior Editor at Foreign Affairs. One of the things which tripped voters, which tripped pollsters the last time, was a lot of people who were voting for Donald Trump were awkward stroke embarrassed about admitting it, which is why pollsters had to apply for the midterms so many algorithms and ways to try and account for that, which is what ultimately tripped their midterm polls over. So it's really the kind of election where you just sit back, have your coffee, have your popcorn or whatever it is that you will, and allow for the actual votes to be counted. Is this something that you're looking at as well? The fact that voters may not be indicating their actual voting intent when they're being asked about who they intend to vote for, which is why the end result may not be as close as some of these polls are suggesting.
I think that the difficulty pollsters have had when Trump is on the ballot is one of the more interesting storylines that we're going to watch over the course of the night play out. And to your point, in both 2016 and 2020, pollsters had a lot of trouble capturing just how many people would vote for Trump. The exact reasons why that is are disputed. It seems like they had a lot of trouble actually reaching out to Trump's base and simply getting such people on the phone. What's interesting is after 2016, they tried to compensate for that by sampling more white people who didn't go to college. And the idea was that in 2016, they failed to capture enough of those people. Then by sampling more of them, they'd be able to more accurately get the result. And then in 2020, they actually underpredicted Trump's vote share by even more. Biden nonetheless won. So what they've started to do between now and then, they've done a couple of things, but one of the really big thing pollsters have started to do is to actually build their models around factors that they don't normally build their models around, like the partisan ID of their sample. And so the question is, will this be enough to accurately capture Trump's vote share? Will it underestimate him again? Have they gotten it wrong again? Or there's some talk that perhaps they're now overestimating Trump's vote share. So polling errors are different from election to election. In the 2022 midterms, they underestimated how Democrats would perform. So really, we just don't know. In part, again, because we don't exactly know what caused the polling errors in the past.
Well, it's, since we deal with a lot of polling and pollsters in India, this is a nightmare situation for anybody to be in. So you've got two kinds of voters. You've got clear Republican voters. You've got clear voters who are very clearly leaning towards the Democrats. Let's look at independent voters who ultimately, which side they swing will determine where this election goes. And it's also showing the extreme level to which the United States seem polarized. So it's these undecided voters. At the end of the day, nobody will be undecided once polling is over, but it's these undecided voters that both the campaigns have been trying to woo assiduously over the past several weeks. Now, according to the NBC National poll, 51% of the independent voters who identify themselves as independent, not leaning Democrat or Republican, said they'd vote for Kamala Harris. 43% said they'd vote for Donald Trump. If you add to the registered Democrat voters the independent voters as well, it would seem that Kamala Harris is in front. But ordinarily, if you look at the level of anti-incumbency, when Americans were asked, are you satisfied with the way the government has been performing, 70% said they were not happy. Now, that's a very, very big number. Daniel Block, now, usually, if that's the level of anti-incumbency, then it really should be a shoo-in for the non-incumbent for the challenger, which in this case is Donald Trump. But because he's Donald Trump and because of what happened in the past and because of the negativity that he carries to his campaign, it's a much tighter election than it otherwise would have been. Otherwise, this level of dissatisfaction in any country, the incumbent would very clearly be on the way out.
You're right that anti
We have solidarity.
Oh, do I remember that night? I remember your magnificent performance, though.
I speak as a Christian. I speak as a free black man. I speak in the name of my grandmama. And I speak in the name of Fannie Lou Hamer, Martin Luther King Jr., and so many others. Shame on them. Shame on them.
What do you have to say about that?
I would say that the minimal moral litmus test, litmus test for voting for any candidates of any human being, including a politician, is opposition to genocide. And if you can't raise your voice against genocide, if you deny genocide, if they can't oppose genocide, then there's very little moral fiber in it. Genocide is taking place and you can't say a mumbling word.
What's she afraid of, in your view?
She's afraid of the major forces in our party. She's tied to a deeply corrupt Democratic Party. She's tied to big money and lobbying. But I'll tell you this, if those babies and innocent people were white, Democratic Party have a qualitatively different response. If they were Jewish, they'd have a qualitatively different response. Why? Because there's a deep racism there. They don't believe a Palestinian life has the same value as a Jewish life. And that is spiritually sick. It's pathetic. And I would be saying exactly the same thing if it were happening to Jews. It's shame on the Democratic Party. But if they think that somehow they can proceed by turning their backs on the precious humanity of Palestinian brothers and sisters, shame on them. We will raise our voices consistently and constantly with a moral and spiritual vigor.
Thank you so much for coming.
All right, brother, thank you. I'm sorry I'm running so late, but I'm so blessed to be here. I apologize for running so late, but thank you for being so patient.
Thank you for this.
Good man, Cornell, good man. How you doing, though, brother?
Another day. Another day for us to fight, right?
Go get him.
By a lifetime civil rights activist, a legend, and a leader, Dr. Cornell West.
Each and every one of us have to make a decision deep inside our own hearts and minds and souls that we are willing to make a sacrifice. We refuse to be well adjusted to injustice. We refuse to be well adapted to indifference. And there is no way that actual genocide, ethnic cleansing can be taking place and people can act as if that's normal or natural or turn their back. We will continually interrupt. We will continually disrupt. We will continually ensure that a light is perennially cast on the precious humanity of our Palestinian brothers and sisters. It's a commitment. It's a devotion. We have a calling, which means we will stick together, fight together, laugh together, struggle together, but we are going to make sure there's an end of the occupation. So my word to you, don't get discouraged. Stay encouraged. Be of great courage.
this whole season we're in right now. It's seeming as if we're in a let's vote for who's most popular for a school yearbook versus Boogeyman with the cooties. Like, come on. This is not at all looking like a professional office election for the United States of America. It's not looking like that at all at this point. When I consider who has been brought out to the forefront to represent the D's, right? I can't help but wonder if it's a joke. I can't help but recall when I became extremely interested in politics for the first time in my life when Obama ran for office. I was so caught up in the hype that I literally hit the streets and canvassed and knocked on doors to remind people to vote and to influence and encourage people to vote for Obama. I didn't know then what I know now. If I did, I wouldn't have done it. And even now, the two candidates that they keep forcing into our face, right? They have people literally fighting over, even though if you ask them, they probably don't even know the policies that the two candidates represent or their favorite candidate represents, except for something that sounds good and it lights a fire in them, but they don't really know the ins and outs of it. That is crazy to me. I don't get it, what's going on right now. I really don't. But I will say this. Those of us who are confused a little bit, like, which way do I go with this? Do I vote? Should I not? Like, what am I doing? Do I go with the lesser of two evils? Do I go with the one who looks kind of like me? Or what? We have to remember that there are other candidates running as well. And maybe tonight, do a deep dive on those others. One, namely, is Cornel West. I forgot all about that he was running, to be honest. Brother Blue Pill interviewed Cornel West recently. Very enlightening. And it also made me realize why they purposely grandstand the two that they want us to be focused on, while kind of like hiding the others, you know. So he would be who would move me enough to go out and vote. Those other two, I'm just confused as to what is really going on in the world. It's bizarro world, you know, and I know a lot of people don't see it that way, and that's fine. That's fine that you don't see it that way. Don't at me, though. Don't at me, because I'm not going to go back and forth with you. I'm going to ignore you. I'm good at that, and that's what I'm going to do. I took a time out from my busy schedule just to say this, and hopefully, prayerfully, it will encourage somebody to gain clarity, if nothing else, because lack of clarity causes confusion. Peace, loves.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me about $2,700.
Resonate with the voice, right? And the individual who I'm speaking of is no other than our good friend, Dr. Cornell West. So we introduce you, family, to our good brother, your brother, our brother Cornell West. Welcome to the program, good brother.
My brother, you blessed me in a mighty, mighty way. I tell you,
Absolutely.
it's a joy to be in conversation with you, though, man. And of course, you part of a rich legacy, not only of a great people that we'll talk about later, but also a great family, man.
Yes.
Tell me about your magnificent father, distinguished professor, truth teller, justice seeker, Afro-American literature. I know that holds for your family across the board. Made your move from New York City to ATL, A-Town, Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
They blessed to have you. And then your relation to Brother 19 Keys. He's special, brother. I had a good time with him.
Yes, he is.
And you all, man, working together.
Yes.
That's like a Sam and Dave thing, brother. That's like Isaac Hayes and David Porter. I said, oh, no.
Indeed. You know, and that observation of the unification of power dynamics to make magnanimous things happen is, again, one of the reasons that we find ourselves here this afternoon. As public speakers, as members of media, but also as melanated men in this country who have also always longed for leadership, right? And we also resonate and always resonate with the voice of reason, right? You have been somebody that has always been on our calendar. You're someone whose intellect we've always revered. And as Keys explained in the last episode, you're somebody who prioritizes philosophical thinking when that's a rarity, specifically in the Western world, because if people have not noticed, the Western paradigm is all about their philosophy, right? And it kind of begs no space for anything outside of it, but you still have managed to give us a voice. So it's incumbent upon us as students of our culture that we also afford you a platform to give you your voice at this most precious time. So that's, you know, the continuation and the circulation of prioritization is what we all should participate in. And that to me is unity.
That's a beautiful thing, you know, and I'm just so glad that you allow me to raise my voice, to lift my voice, which is the anthem of we great black folk. Be able to lift the voice, but also for me to learn and listen from your voice. Because when our voices are blended in a harmony and a melody, it becomes stronger so that our solidarity could be more impactful on our young people, on people in general, and in the end, on the world.
Yes. So speaking of our family, speaking of our children, speaking of the world, we are currently less than 2 months away from what probably can be, you know, one of those incidents, you know, every other season or every other event or incident that comes around, they tell us this one can change the world. And you know, the weight of the balance of the world is weighing upon these particular set of decisions that a particular subset of people in the world are about to make. And we're speaking about the U.S. presidential elections that are coming up on November 5th, which is the in Guy Fawkes fashion, remember the 5th of November. You know, it's a very historical date that is already steeped in political upheaval. So with that being said, and I you know, us making that observation about things that are on the line with this upcoming election, there was recently a interview on Breakfast Club, and that interview kind of brought the attention to a large swath of the population about third party candidacies, right? Third party candidates, of which you are one. Um, I wanted to ask you, uh, what do you anticipate as challenges as a third party candidate, right? And what are your plans initially to overcome some of those challenges to reach a broader audience?
Well, see, we've been at it now for 15 months, and it's been quite a challenge because we've been trying to get on all of these ballots. You know, we were told we'd be lucky to get on 3 or 5. We on already 20, and we're gonna be on probably 45 when you count the write-in ballots.
Right.
Now, the Democratic Party's already spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to push us off the ballot. That happened in Pennsylvania, went to the Supreme Court. We lost.
So my mouse is dead, so I gotta charge it.
To remember the ballots and so forth. At the moment, they say no, and at every voting booth, they're going to say, well, Wes is not a valid candidate because his process is not done. We don't know. We're going to see where it is.
I'm gonna switch my mic around.
But most importantly, you know, we're trying to just bear witness to truth and justice and love. See, what third parties are all about is just a matter of trying to get people to have more choices. Because Republicans and Democrats, you got both of them are tied to big money. They're tied to big military spending. They're tied to adventurous militarism abroad. And neither one of them will say a word about poverty, mass incarceration, reparations, wealth inequality in its grotesque form. And so when you think of the masses of people, you got 62% of Americans of all colors who live paycheck to paycheck. Then you got homeless brothers and sisters. 12% of the population, we black folk, New World Africans, right? We 48% of the homeless.
Mm.
Then you got the largest mass incarceration regime in the world. 25% of all people who are incarcerated in the world, incarcerated in the United States, and we are almost 45% of that. So if we have candidates that can't speak to those issues, what are we really talking about? You know,
Right.
that's like going to the Apollo, man, and they got Pat Boone and Dolly Parsons performing, and we want Curtis Mayfield and Aretha. Hey, we looking for the real thing. Don't give us no superficial stuff.
Indeed. Indeed. We are definitely looking for the real thing. And again, you represent the voice of the voiceless. And the voiceless are the ones that are making the most noise about the fact that they are dissatisfied with the two-party system. But we also want to know, what do you feel differentiates you from other third-party candidates?
Now, I think when it comes to the other third party candidates, and we do have overlap in terms of our critiques of imperialism, of U.S. military forces, 800 military units around the world, 130 special operations in over 100 countries. Third party candidates, when you talk about Joseph, and when you talk about Jill, and when you talk about Claudia, all three of them would have massive disinvestment in military to put it into healthcare, education, safe communities, jobs with a living wage. We'd all agree on that. I think I'm different because I come from a tradition that is rooted in the Black freedom struggle that for 400 years have been holding up a bloodstained banner to tell the truth about a vicious legacy of white supremacy. And I'm thoroughly convinced that the Black freedom movement has always been the leaven in the American democratic loaf, which is to say, it is the catalyst. It is that which expands, deepens, refines, and fundamentally transforms any talk about truth and justice and love. So that though I'm in solidarity with oppressed people around the world, I begin on the chocolate side of town with black folk, with New World Africans. You don't get that with the other third world, the other independent candidates at all. They may have a policy that's anti-racist, but
Right.
they themselves are not rooted in that tradition. You
Right.
see, so anytime I make an appearance, I want people not so much to see me. I want them to see Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass. I want them to see A. Philip Randolph. I want them to see Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. and Fannie Lou Hamer and Gil Scott Heron and Nina Simone.
You
That's
hear that, man?
tradition. That's
You hear that, man?
see?
Location, time,
You
and
hear
And
that,
it,
motive.
and
man?
it, it embraces, you know, we got Muslims, Malcolm, we got Christians like Martin King or myself, Gnostics like James Baldwin. We got Buddhists like Bell Hooks, who I was blessed to write a wonderful book with. So it cuts across religion, it cuts across different uh, religious sensibilities, but it's fundamentally rooted in the resilience and resistance of a hated, terrorized, and traumatized people, namely black people. And in the face of that terror, we freedom fighters. In the face of the hatred, we love warriors. In the face of the trauma, we are wounded healers at our best. No other third world, no other third party candidates. You see, it's situated in that way.
Indeed. You make a very brilliant observation. And there's a lot of conversation about where would the country find
people that was running it. They were taking those
funding for reparations. But in essence, what you're speaking of is you're saying if we repair or damage people who are the undergirding and the underbelly of a society, if those people are upwardly mobile, right, then this system that is built upon their backs also won't necessarily fall, but may be lifted with them, especially when this population has tentacles connected diasporically to the globe because, they are the pulse of culture globally. And I wanted to ask you, with racial tensions being what they are at this particular time in this country, do you think pushing for reparations with white fragility being at a precipice right now, do you think that that will cause a deeper divide?
Well, it's going to cause a deeper divide if the truth causes a deeper divide. You see, I'm committed to the truth. I'm not committed to dealing with people's anxieties and insecurities.
Right.
You got to be able to tell the truth. You see that if they lynching Roosevelt, and to raise the issue of Roosevelt's death is going to upset some folk on the vanilla side of town, so be it. We're going to pursue the truth. Roosevelt is crucial. So it is with 244 years of slavery, another 100 years of neo-slavery, and now we got Jim Crow Jr. in terms of de facto segregation. And of course, people talk about the racial gap, which is expanding every day. And so we can come up with trillions and trillions of dollars for wars, or we can come up with trillions of dollars when Wall Street got in trouble. You remember 2008, 2009?
I absolutely do, yes.
All the gangster activity and criminal activity taking place with Wall Street, insider trading, market manipulation, fraudulent activity, predatory
derivatives, subprime loans.
And not one Wall Street executive went to jail, but what happened? They got trillions of dollars because they were too big to fail. And you mean to tell me that's the kind of priority we got in the society, and yet you got black folk here whose descendants built the country, who had to go through terror and lynching and discrimination and degradation, paying into taxpayers' funds, and couldn't go to the public schools at all. And it becomes controversial that you can't provide some repair for that kind of damage. We just talking about truth. We just talking about justice. And if we have no commitment to truth and justice, then just be honest about it and say, no, we're not interested in truth. We're interested in lies. We're not interested in justice. We're interested in oppression. And of course, we see there's a genocide in Gaza. You got a genocide going on. They can't even acknowledge it's a genocide. They deny it. Then they enable it.
Yes.
And they use the tax people's money, our money, to provide the materials, the military equipment, and so forth.
This is crazy. So even though I walked away, I can still hear with my headphones. This is wild. I like the way he's talking though.
The private.
But it is what it is.
She's supposed to be, but she was put in place as a part-time private program finance.
There we go.
And it's because of the money.
That's my fault.
Private program. If Rebecca was not private finance,
I gotta subscribe to this guy.
Way. But what Rebecca does is a whole job. That is a.
All right. We live now.
So
Peace to the family out there.
Like a private work.
Thank you for your patience as usual on this Saturday night.
In New York.
As Red says, Saturday. Good show today.
Well,
Excellent
it's
show
because
today.
so I've lost 6 clients.
How they do this?
Not because they died, they was either transferred or whatever. So 3 people went to public, 2 died, and one is currently pending. So I actually had 3 people. I've lost. I have 1 pending.
I hear what they talking about. Next video.
So I could.
Next video they drop.
Because the ones that I was really supposed to qualify for, they died.
Well, which means what? They're not interested
So I
in
could.
They're not interested in justice. Certainly not interested in love.
Right now.
Because that you got the hate of people to kill 20,000 babies in a matter of months. You know what kind of hatred and contempt goes into killing those children? And we know if those children were white, if those children were Israeli Jewish children, the U.S. government would have exactly the opposite response.
Okay. Because
That's white supremacy also operating. And all we're saying is, hey, we just following the anthem of a great black people. We lifting our voices.
Right.
And we telling the truth. And we seeking justice. And we're doing it out of love. We're doing it out of love of black people. We're doing it out of love of oppressed people. And as a Christian, I try to love everybody, but I'm glad somebody's praying for me because sometimes it's a challenge.
Yes. Now, I've also, or you just mentioned earlier about other independence candidates.
He said that as real as it can be, yo.
Private program needs a bigger. I mean,
I gotta write my stuff down though. For who I gotta vote for my city council and all that.
That we
The Biden administration is now pushing for a major shift in policy on marijuana.
Was apparently willing to make amendments to the legislation that would have allowed sales to begin, but that thin state sound like tools.
All right, so listen up. State Farm was trying to charge me
Go back to the Indian dude. I jot down my news, my stuff for my voting stuff.
It's volunteer work.
I gotta vote cannabis all the way, so I write it down.
Donald Trump quite a bit.
I go to VA
And of
normal.
course, she lost. Kamala Harris does have more money than Trump. And if you look at the ground game, Trump has outsourced a lot of the work to Elon Musk, to a super PAC created by Elon Musk, who has no previous electoral experience, and there have been some serious problems with what his canvassers have been doing on the ground and whether they've been paid. So there are a lot of eccentricities on the Trump side that if he does come to lose, and I, again, just want to underline, I don't know which way it's going to go, but if he does come to lose, those sorts of decisions will, I think, the Musk one in particular, will feature in the recriminations.
No, because that's the other thing. If he does lose, will he accept the verdict? He's indicated in one or two interviews when he was asked, you think you can lose? He says, yeah, maybe I might, but I don't think it'll happen. He's accepted the possibility of actually ending up on the losing side. Will he bow down, accept Harris as his president, or will we see another massive ruckus and possible violence after the votes have been counted?
So I don't think violence is nearly as likely, regardless of the outcome in 2024 as it was last time. Last time Trump was president, and he was inciting the protesters to storm Capitol Hill, and he refused requests to bring in the National Guard to break up the protesters and protect Capitol Hill. This time, whoever wins, Biden will be president for the next 100 days or so, and has no incentive to incite violence. So I don't think that's going to be the issue this time. History doesn't repeat itself, but I do think it's extremely unlikely Donald Trump would accept the results. If
Donald Trump not going to accept the results
tonight or in the next few days, he has on many occasions said this will be rigged. This is an unfair election, and there will be cheating going on. And he's been saying it incessantly, actually, in the last 2 or 3 days. So Trump bowing out and sort of going off into the sunset is not on my bingo card.
Well, he won't likely go into the sunset. He may end up in jail, which also makes it more likely that he'll want to contest the results no matter, especially if he ends up on the losing side. If men are disproportionately wanting to vote in favor of Trump, according to the polls, and women in favor of Kamala Harris, it comes down to where is their higher propensity to go out and vote? Where is the level of interest and enthusiasm higher? On that, Edward Luce, before I let you go, which voting group do you think is more enthusiastic? Are you seeing more enthusiasm amongst men or women?
I'm seeing quite a lot of enthusiasm amongst both, but it's what I would call negative enthusiasm. A real dislike of the other candidate is their chief motivation. So, I mean, historically, women do tend to vote in higher numbers. I think 53% of the electorate last time were female. I'm expecting that to be higher this time, but also that the share of women who vote for Kamala Harris or vote for the Democratic nominee being higher than normal as well because of this whole abortion issue. Women do tend to be a little bit more reliable about voting. So if you were on the Harris campaign and you were clutching at straws right now, I think the gender gap in how reliable you are at turning up to vote would be one of those straws.
I'd leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us, Edward Luce. I want to go across to Danielle Block, Senior Editor at Foreign Affairs. One of the things which tripped pollsters the last time was a lot of people who are voting for Donald Trump were awkward stroke embarrassed about
the comment says Michelle 2032.
Algorithms and ways to try and account for that, which is what ultimately tripped their midterm polls.
Hey, wow.
You just sit back, have your coffee, have your popcorn or whatever it is that you will, and allow for the actual votes to be counted. Is this something that you're looking at as well? The fact that voters may not be indicating their actual voting intent when they're being asked about who they intend to vote for, which is why the end result may not be as close as some of these polls are suggesting.
I think that
this shit say
pollsters have had when Trump is on the
Pamela 2024 to 2032 and 2032 to 2040 Michelle Obama.
People would vote for Trump. The exact reasons why that is are disputed. It seems like they had a lot of trouble actually reaching out to Trump's base and simply getting such people on the phone. What's interesting is after 2016, they tried to compensate for that by sampling more white people who didn't go to college. And the idea was that in 2016, they failed to capture enough of those people. Then by sampling more of them, they'd be able to more accurately get the result. And then in 2020, they actually underpredicted Trump's vote share by even more. Biden nonetheless won. So what they've started to do between now and then, they've done a couple of things, but one of the really big thing pollsters have started to do is to actually build their models around factors that they don't normally build their models around, like the partisan ID of their sample. And so the question is, will this be enough to accurately capture Trump's vote share? Will it underestimate him again? Have they gotten it wrong again? Or there's some talk that perhaps they're now overestimating Trump's vote share. So
Now
polling
this is
errors
something
are
that
typically come
Auntie
along
would
the
say.
election.
This is
In the
something that
2022 midterms,
my
they
wife would say.
underestimated how Democrats would perform. So
Kamala
really, just we don't
2024
know.
to
And part again, we don't exactly know
2032,
what caused the
and
vote
Michelle
share.
for 2032
Well,
to
it's,
2040.
we deal with a lot of
Safe
polling and polls in
America
India. This
for
is
next
a nightmare situation
decades.
for anybody to be in. So you've got two kinds of voters. You've got clear Republican
That's
voters.
crazy.
Clear voters who are very clearly leaning towards the Democrats. Let's look at independent voters.
Is that what people
who
thinking for
ultimately,
real?
which side
Like,
they
look,
swing
everybody's
will
posting it,
determine
man.
where this election goes, and it's also showing the extreme level to which the United States.
Y'all want Michelle Obama to get in next?
Undecided voters.
Let her do 8 and then do Michelle do 8.
Once polling is over, but it's these undecided voters.
Yo,
both the campaigns
if this woman win, this gonna be great. It's gonna be good for both ways.
NBC national poll, 51%
this
of
is-
the independent voters who identify themselves as independent, not leaning Democrat or Republican, said they'd vote for Kamala Harris.
I don't know.
43% said they'd vote for Donald Trump. If you
They said
add
Donald Trump ain't gonna
the
take this good.
Democrat
They gonna
voters,
be,
the
ooh, they gonna have riots. Look, this is the same thing I thought was gonna happen when Obama won. I thought it was gonna be riots and stuff going on. If this is what y'all want, go ahead.
the way the government has been performing.
If he win, is it gonna be a riot?
Said they were not happy. Now that's a very, very big number. Daniel,
If she win, is it gonna be a riot?
Anti-incumbency, then it really should be a shoe-in for the non-incumbent for the challenger, which in this case is.
And I'll be in my house.
Because he's Donald Trump, and because of what
Don't
happened
even
in the
matter.
past, and because of the negativity that he carries to his campaign,
Don't even
it's a much tighter
matter.
election than it otherwise would have been. Otherwise, this level
I'll be
of
on my
voter
house,
satisfaction
and we gonna be here watching bullshit
would
on
clearly
TV.
be on the way out.
You're right that anti-incumbency bias
You'll
should
be
be a
out there
huge factor here.
protesting,
As you
looting.
noted, it's not just
They
the
gonna be
United
saying,
States.
"Oh, it's rigged. This rigged."
Or they perform more poorly than expected.
Everybody
We saw
look.
that
I
in
just
the
played
recent
the
election
Cornell
where the
West.
BJP lost its outright majority. And
I
if
just played
Harris
Cornell
loses and
West.
Trump wins,
Cornell West.
expect that to see a
I
reason
just
at
played this
site.
other
It's
black
very
lady
clear.
who's
I can't
saying,
remember the last time, if ever, that an
y'all see the
incumbent
people that
party
they
that's
pushing
not
us
being
to
an
vote
incumbent
for.
presidential candidate for
Remember,
Republican has national
they the same people that push us
the
to
country is headed in the wrong direction.
be
Having said that,
scared.
as you noted, there are a few
They
factors
push American people to be scared. They force us to watch certain things on TV. And look at the two people that they watch. They forcing.
between him.
Every 4 years, they giving us two people to vote for. The independent people they don't give a fuck about. Because they ain't got no money. So all the we got a black activist, Dr. Cornell West.
Large portion of the population.
How many people gonna vote for him?
By a large portion of the population. So it cuts both ways. The other is he was
But
not
they
president
TV is forcing us. The news, the TV is forcing us to vote for these two people.
did when he was in office. But as a result, Harris has attempted to kind of saddle him with some of the baggage of incumbency.
We
One of
still
the
looking
slogans
at
of her campaign is,
who they
"We're not going
forcing.
back." So
Did anybody look at any of the other
to some
candidates?
extent, how much anti-incumbency bias is going to work all against Harris?
We have another woman on the candidate ballot. Nobody don't care about her either, right?
The level of people who think the country is going in the wrong direction.
We got 3 other people on the ballot. But America is forcing us to, every time we turn on our TV, it's these two motherfuckers. These two people.
But yet the polls.
And my wife tells me, did you get the knowledge? That means you forcing. It's two people that they forcing in your brain to vote
Yeah,
for.
I think Daniel
Either
got it
vote this
right.
person
You
or
know,
this
I think,
person.
the
And the
Harris
other people, they sitting in their house like, okay, I hope some people vote for me.
that long. I wanted to touch.
I can't get the TV. I can't get the press. I can't get all of this.
That was definitely true, and I have always found it true that a lot of times when people lie to polls, which they do, they lie because they're voting.
They can't get
in a
all
way
this,
that
bro.
They think will.
They ain't got the money
get
for all
them
this.
condemned in
But
some
no, they
way.
don't count.
At this point in our political life in the United States, I think those kind of Trump
I mean, a
voters
whole activist
are
walking the
rarer.
streets.
I think if we're
Talking
looking for
about
something
justice and
unexpected,
genocide
it
and
may
all that.
be
Nobody,
the hidden
he
Harris
just sitting
vote.
there, black
You know,
man.
the woman in Pennsylvania, or even
Ain't
the
nobody
man
gonna
in,
vote for him.
rural Pennsylvania that can vote a lot like Georgia.
Because they
votes.
forcing this shit
They don't want to.
Look at this
To their
motherfucker dancing.
family, to their
Donald
neighbors,
Trump
to
dancing
church
with all the
members
snows,
this time
and she
because
walking
it's
out with fucking
divisive.
Oprah.
So I really think it is anyone's
She
game
walking
at
out
this
with
time.
Oprah.
And I thought there was a very controversial.
And another black
result
man
in
is on the
Iowa.
ballot as well.
Seems
He
to
got
follow
none of
the news,
this.
so you probably saw this, but Iowa, which is a red state,
Because he can't afford
there's
it.
one pollster who's a woman.
They saying that Kamala got more money than Trump.
Would win.
It's all about
because they're
popularity.
controversial. But what she found was the gender
It's
gap
popularity. Where's the independent people? They don't have the money for funding. Why can't they be on the ballot to vote? Why nobody don't know about them? They on the ballot, nobody don't know about them.
Sure, and that's an
They
important.
ain't got no
Look
money.
at how
That's messed
some
up.
communities are voting. Let's start
They ain't
with
right.
white men and also then non-white men. We'll also talk a bit about people of Indian American origin.
Be right back.
Latinos have been in the news as well. So let's take you through how the community vote is going. Let's start with white voters. 54% saying they're picking Donald Trump. Kamala Harris would be the first woman of color. If she were to get elected, 45% of white voters, so she's weak amongst white voters, 45% of white voters saying they'd vote for Kamala Harris. If we now come to the non-white voters, just taken as a whole, here is where Kamala Harris has a massive advantage. Remember, American demographics have been changing very rapidly. The percentage of whites coming down, non-whites going up. 63% of non-white voters say in this PBS NewsHour Marist poll that they'd vote Kamala Harris versus 34% Donald Trump. This is really Donald Trump's weak link. Let's for a moment take a look at Latino voters. And amongst Latino voters, again, there's been a big blowback against Donald Trump for some of the comments that have been made by him and people associated with his campaign during the campaign trail. 44% saying they'd pick Donald Trump, 53% of Latino voters saying they'd pick Kamala Harris. I want to go across to Jan Krishna on the Indian American community. Usually they were seen as being pro-Democrat. Later, Republicans started picking up a lot of vote as well. Is there one candidate who has, in your view, disproportionate advantage amongst Indian Americans? We're seeing Donald Trump oftentimes reach out to Hindus. He spoke about attacks against the Hindu community in Bangladesh and elsewhere. So he's very consciously making an effort to try and attract Hindu voters.
See, Rahul, as far as the Indian diaspora in the US is concerned, my feeling is they will tilt a little more towards Kamala Harris. Because at the end of the day, the choice they have to make is make it, what kind of leadership they want to elect. With Kamala Harris, widely it is expected that she'll be more humanitarian, more principled, more responsible leader. And also there'll be a policy continuity with Kamala Harris. She'll be more predictable. Whereas Trump, a lot of people believe that he will be divisive. He will even be vindictive. And as the world needs leaders who are more multilateral in their thinking, Trump is clearly more unilateral. He believes in Americanism versus globalism. For him, America comes first, no matter what be the cost. So my worry is, and I'm sure Indian community in the US also thinks the same way. Things like climate change, for example. I mean, we have seen in the last presidency how Trump had walked away from the Paris Accord, and which could have played havoc against the war against climate change. So I think there are lots of issues. UN institutions he doesn't believe in. I mean, not that UN doesn't need to be reformed, but he had reduced the funding to the UN UN bodies, and US is the largest funder. If you look at Europe, Trump could be Europe's nightmare. NATO nations, he has talked about walking out of NATO. He's forcing NATO countries to spend a certain percentage of their GDP on defense. So there are lots of such things, where the stand on for example, let's talk about the Ukraine and Russia war. One doesn't know which side, how he would resolve those things, because he is known, and several occasions he has said he's expressed his liking for Putin. He says he's a very strong leader.
So let me hold you there and put that question to Michael Kugelman. Michael, step into the minds of world leaders like Vladimir Zelensky, like Vladimir Putin, like Mr. Zelensky, like Xi Jinping, and tell us from their lens and from the lens of their national interest, who would they rather see and why someone like Xi Jinping would really not want to see Donald Trump, because if he raises tariffs in the way that he's saying, what impact could that have on the geopolitical order?
Rep, this is one of the challenges of trying to make sense of this, and that is that Trump is very unpredictable, right? We could look at his recent views, we could look at how he engaged with the world when he was president, but we really don't know, right? I mean, I don't think that we can rule out
Taliban style.
President Xi. I don't think we're deciding to try to strike a deal with China. I mean, let's not forget early in his presidency, Trump had essentially described President Xi as a friend, and he indicated that he wanted the things to work. It wasn't until later in the administration when U.S.-China competition really heated up and things took a different direction. So yes, I mean, his tariff policies, I think, would be of concern to Beijing, but we don't know what he might try to do in any particular context if he were to return to the presidency. But I think if you want to talk about a President Putin, I think that a leader like that might be inclined to hold off and wait to, if he's considering doing anything drastic as it relates to the war in Ukraine, for example, waiting to see who wins the election.
You see,
on
that
the
war.
that if it's Trump,
Talking about that war. They talking about that war. You see?
Want to do in Ukraine.
All right, wait till
it's just very difficult to predict.
We got other stuff to worry about, y'all.
Then we will have a better sense of.
You worrying about the presidency?
Also, don't just go by the early exit polls. Allow for votes actually.
Don't worry about that damn war that's about to happen. That's happening right now.
As well. I'll thank all our guests for joining us. This is indeed a very
We lucky we don't have people that walk the street like them other countries.
Polling is currently underway in 25 states, kicking off the
Telling
final
you.
opportunity for Americans to vote in this bitterly fought, tightly contested.
America is just so messed up.
race.
We got people that got guns and all of that, and they be killing themselves. While other countries that, other than law enforcement that have guns, they killing the law enforcement, they killing the governors, they going after those type of people. And we over here in America killing each other, shooting up each other, robbing each other. Go after them, man.
Geeta, very interestingly, the first votes were counted in a very small county next to the America-Canada border. 6 voters there, 3-3. Is that really
What is she doing back
a
there?
sign of things to come? 3
Getting
out of
dressed.
the 6 votes that were counted. Votes for Congress in one direction, votes for the Senate in the other direction. Is this going to be that kind of?
Let me write my things down now.
The 7 swing states. Now, in the United States,
Alaska. I forgot Alaska part of America too.
the 270 electoral college votes. Who is able to get those first?
Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico.
Economists are predicting is too close to call. In a short while from now, Donald Trump will be casting his ballot. It's in Florida. We're told Kamala Harris has already done so. So,
Over 80 million.
as of now, the
I just see that.
analysis is Kamala Harris with 247 and Donald Trump with 246 electoral college votes. Remember, that magic figure is 270. So too close to call right now. The battleground states, the swing states, Georgia, 16 electoral college votes. North Carolina, 16. Pennsylvania, 19, and all eyes on Pennsylvania. Michigan, 15. Wisconsin, 10. Arizona, 11. Nevada, 6. And we'll get you all these figures here. But first, as always, let's get started with the headlines at 10. India-Canada ties worsen. External Affairs Minister Dr.
America is history and the most consequential for the rest of the world. Polling is
Oh shoot, they got Virginia up here.
states kicking off
Ha,
the
ha.
final opportunity for Americans to vote in this bitterly
Ohio.
tightly contested
New Ohio. What is New Ohio?
Mate and Republican Vice President J.D. Vance has just cast his vote in Cincinnati in Ohio. Kamala Harris and Donald
New
Trump.
Ohio? Did they change the name? I never heard no New Ohio ever.
What I also
Where they
want to
come
do
out
is
with
go
that?
across to our correspondents and get a
They
sense
changing
of
names of
what's
states now?
on at ground zero. Geeta Mohan joins us from New York. Geeta, very
New York, New Jersey,
in a very small
New Ohio.
next to
What
the
the hell they did? When did they do
6
that?
voters there.
Am I
3-3.
tripping?
Is that really the
Am I
sign
tripping?
of things to come? 3-3 out
That's
of
the
6 voters.
that what's name effect. What is called?
Votes for Congress in one direction, votes for the Senate in the other
There's
direction.
something
Is it gonna be
effect.
that kind of a morning in the United
Has
States?
it been New Ohio the whole time?
Well, it certainly seems like it is going to be that kind of a
New
morning.
Ohio.
Again, for Kamala Harris, who comes from the incumbent party, does not really bode well for her to be in such a tight race. It does.
And
seem
I ain't
like
hit
she
South
will
today.
have,
South ain't called me
an
today.
edge when it comes to certain states, particularly
South
certain
ain't
states.
called me yet.
I am in Florida.
I don't know if I should call him.
Rahul, and it right where
I don't
Donald
know.
Trump is going to come and cast his ballot.
11:33.
Morton and
He ain't
Barbara
called me.
Recreational Center. You will not find so many media personnel, Rahul, at a polling booth in the United States of America. But this is one of those rare polling booths because it is the one.
This is
where,
crazy. This is
at
like
West Palm Beach, where Donald Trump is going
this is
to
like
show himself and cast his ballot.
Obama
A lot of Trump supporters
same
out
way.
here you see, Make America Great Again, all of them quite excited. Very excited about Donald Trump coming to vote here.
See, if Obama would have put a black man in place already instead of Biden,
Is he the best?
when he chose his VP, if he had chose a black man, it would have been like boom. It would have been already set for it to be like black, black, black. I bet it would have been already set. But no. Made the black man the president and made him have to choose a vice president as a white man. I know that's what it was.
No, it's not enough black men that's educated to be in that position.
Yeah, half these motherfuckers they educated down. You can make whoever you want.
Black men want to be basketball players and rap.
He should have went out there and got Cornell West.
They don't want to be president.
Dr. Cornell West. Should have went out there and got him.
You gotta be more than a doctor.
Could have been anybody, bro. Why he ain't go get his partner? What's the dude that took over Newark now? Could have just went and got him. That's his best friend.
They also gotta be people who want to be in that
That's his
position.
best friend.
People who want to be in that position.
Man,
Not
I
everybody
don't trust this government.
Not everybody wants to be in that position.
I don't trust the government.
Your government don't trust you neither.
I don't trust the government. The government don't trust me, of course. I don't trust them.
Because people can't be trusted.
Can't trust. We getting fed this junk, bro. They feeding it. Just look. Where's the other people though? Exactly. That's not fair.
It is fair. It makes sense.
That ain't fair, man.
You gotta campaign for this stuff. You gotta prepare for this stuff. That's not the same thing.
Yeah, save up money, meet people, do this, and convince people that you good enough to be president. And same thing what they doing to us right now. It's the same way.
We're currently at a voting center here, and this is how Americans are voting here. You can see there's a queue. You see some Indian American voters who are also here to vote.
Some Indian American
voters. You
voters.
come in and you vote. People are queuing up. There's a line for voting. We've seen a lot of people earlier in the morning that have come to vote, but as you can see, it's probably getting into lunch hour, and people are getting in line to vote here. So these are exclusive pictures for India Today and Aajtak. We are here at Election Center in Fairfax, Virginia, and people are.
Oh, this is Fairfax, Virginia.
That's where you basically go and check.
But they feeding me.
They check your ID.
This is the reason why this popped up in my feed, because they showing Virginia and it pops up. Look at it. They feeding me.
This is where you go, get your ballot, and you go ahead and vote in the EVM. We have an Indian American voter with us who is going to be voting in this election. Indian American voters have been chased by both the Republican and Democrats. They've been wanting to get Indian American voters out, and this election is very close. I know you're about to go in to get vote. What is the most important issue for you when you go ahead and cast your vote?
Washington D.C.
Tax cut is very important for me, so that's why I'm going to vote for that.
आप यहाँ पे अमेरिकन सिटीजन है, आपको क्या लगता है कि आम यहाँ के जो लोग हैं, वो लोग आपको क्या लगता है किसी की कोई वेव चल रही है?
Okay, I don't know what my boy talking about now. Oh, we gotta switch.
जो है वो भारी है.
We got to switch. We got to switch. We got to switch.
We set up the Harris Fight Fund program to protect every vote.
Feeding us, yo. I think it's a bigger picture in the end. A bigger picture in the end. See, I know that music gotta be copyrighted. Don't. You. These sounds, man. I can't trust these sounds. I can't even be me. This is me when I'm sitting here watching my stuff or watching whatever, and I can't even be me. Can't even be me. Ain't even gonna risk it. Ain't no biscuit right here. I had too many channels to risk it. Too many channels. Let's see who else here. Oh, they showing they live, huh? Oh, this is the church that they were showing. It's the church. I know. I see the design. This is that church. Okay, so. Oh, I know.
Speaking of the Nevada electorate, break down the historical importance of Latino voters in that state and how they are not monolithic. They could really shape this race, and they're a very diverse group.
Yeah, so let's talk about some numbers.
See, the first poll closing in 7 hours.
Election cycle. So exit polls from the last election cycles and recent NBC and Telemundo news polling from this election cycle, you'll see that the story is that since 2016, when Trump first entered the political scene, he has made steady inroads with Latino voters, little by little getting more and more of them into their coalition. So that is...
Did I click this one already? Yeah, that's the church. Okay, let me see. What else we got? He's still talking? Oh, nah, he done talking. Am I tweaking? Oh, they still got the live thing on it. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Tornado tears down Oklahoma. What happened? Damn. I be starting to think these jumps. Niggas' houses is destroyed, yo. I be starting to think this stuff be man-made. God, you see that? Yo, house is gone. Everything down the street is gone. They gotta be. Look at this. Oh, man. Yo, these is big houses, huh? People got huge homes. One family, the whole roof is gone. Look. That shit just came down the street. This is a mess to clean up. This is crazy. Oh, they took the pillar. Like they had 3 pillars. To the cars. Flip the car over. This should be man-made, yo. This is man-made, yo. These tornadoes got to be man-made. This stuff got to be man-made. Every time it's a come up, it's a setback. Look at this. Look at these people homes. Bullshit, yo. Look at this. Setback for something. Setback for something. This tornado is man-made. It's gotta be. Damn. Whole roof gone, son. The roof gone. The shit took the roof. The insulation is powder. Everything is just gone. That's a nice structure. Like the layout. Look at that. Walk through the. That's tough. I like the way that shape. You gotta walk straight down there. How do you know? How do you go clean up after this? The roof is right there. The wood of the roof stayed intact and took the two refrigerators standing. Look at that. It must be in the garage, huh? We got two refrigerators side by side. Bear madness, y'all. Corner house. Yeah, that ain't cleaning up no time soon. That's it. They gotta do that next year. It is done. It is fucking done. It's over. It's over. You coming to pick up stuff. Man, that what the fuck? Wait. What the bumper is?
Please close the door.
What? It's the same bear? Oh.
Where are you going?
Broke.
What the fuck?
Y'all live where bears are. Fill out the chair. They climb on your hammock. Wait, what the? What the fuck? Nigga!
Please close the door.
Yo, them people be crazy, man. Watch, now that I click that, it's gonna be a bunch of woke brothers. Wait, what the? New America. New America. AI virus. Chat. EPT update and Orion. Oh, this ain't Elon was talking about? Yo, man. Alright, back. We going back now.
Please leave the ads on my videos and earn rewards. It's a win-win.
You be safe out there in the
Pi.org is a
streets.
free ad blocker that not only blocks your ads, but also rewards you if you do happen to see ads.
Be safe out there in them streets.
Look, I ran a great campaign. I think it was maybe the best of the three. We did great.
in the first one. We did much better in the second one, but something happened. And this was the best, I would say this was the best campaign we ran.
Do you accept the possibility that you and Vice President Harris both might not get to 270 electoral votes by the end of tonight?
It should never happen. A thing like that should never happen. This election should be over. They spend all this money on machines. And frankly, if they'd use paper ballots, it would be over by 10 o'clock. And by the way, the paper ballots would cost 8%. It would be 8% of the cost. If they would use paper ballots, voter ID, proof of citizenship, and one-day voting, it would all be over by 10 o'clock in the evening. It's crazy. They use these very expensive computers, and I'm hearing in Pennsylvania they won't have an answer.
We gotta go through. We gotta do it on computer again. They gave us paper. Last time we went, we did that shit on paper. I think one time I did it on the computer. And that's the year I was doing security and I worked. I think every other time, pretty much did it on paper too. You do it, fold it up inside of the manila envelope, walk it to the thing, and slide it. Yeah. Don't know who you voting for, man. They just ripping up papers and all this other shit.
People at the convention center. On the assumption I win,
I don't believe none of it no more.
Something else happens. I don't know.
Force feeding us, bro. Force feeding us. Force feeding. What's going on though, man? I'm choking. Ooh. I almost killed myself. So my mouse is tweaking. Close this down. Hello. Up the music. My audio might back up. See what it sounds like. Oh, we good. We good. We good. We good. Them already know. Them already know. Them already know. Them already know. Killer, psycho. Them already know. Them already know. Them already know. I'm a killer, psycho. They put Snoop on Fortnite again. It says remix chapter 2. Let me see what's in the Play Store right now. Them already know. Them already know you a killer, psycho. Them already know. Them already know I'm a killer. Them already know. New games. Sing. Outbreak. What is this? $84. What the hell of a game is this? Them already know. Them already know I'm a killer, psycho. They just showing a video, they ain't even showing no damn gameplay.
Run up on me, get
Motherfucking psycho. Graphics look good. Her finger is fucked though. Finger's long as hell. Walk what thing? Run up on me, get V-neck and bed. Reject. Oh, nah, this shit look dumb. Motherfucking psycho. There's nothing out. I ain't never see this game. Retreat to Eden. See what else they got in here. Walk them. Run up on me, get V-neck. What's inside the game, man? They got what they got. What they got? Nothing in here either. Not 10, but in here. Let me go to back to the store. I'm in the store. Army assembly 25. Yeah, nothing. Flight assembly. Ain't nothing here. Guess we gonna be on Warzone. Guess we gonna be on Warzone this year. But they drop. Ain't nothing coming out. Go to 2K. Oh boy. Oh man, I lost my jump. Damn. Better not give me another banner. Don't give me no damn banner, man. I feel like giving out banners every damn time. Two-hour double rap. He forced me to play right now. That's crazy. So we gotta get. I think your mother need one. It's a new shade. New one. It is the new one. Yeah. So I need one on this side. You need one. Kitchen got new ones.
Good shot, boy.
Come on. The Fontaine. Getting cooked. You getting cooked up. He hit one. He got it back.
My bad, folks. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I swear to God, I did not mean to do that. I meant to hit R1 square and it wouldn't let me hit R1 square.
He
I'm
meant
sorry.
to do that.
Please don't revoke my point guard privileges. I'm very sorry.
Said don't revoke his point guard privilege. Ooh, he got that. Here we go. Damn.
Bro, you calm, bro. It's cool, bro. It's cool. You're gonna win the game. It is cool. Why are you so mad? Calm down. Like, why are you so... Hey, get on that fucking rim. Hey. Why I gotta be fuck me? I'm having fun. You mad? Hold on. You sitting right here mad.
That is wild, man.
Get mad, nigga. Still up. We still gonna win the game. I don't give no fuck what you talking about, nigga. Just have fun. will win the game every time. If you ever play against, what the fuck is he shooting? Every time we play against each other, Shorty, if we ever play against each other, I'm gonna beat you every single time. I don't know you either. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Nigga. Why are you so mad? We finna win the game. Nigga, why the fuck you feeling so goddamn late? We finna win the game. Why is you so angry?
What
Like,
you
God.
yelling so much for?
Like, you just so mad for what, nigga? Like,
nigga, this is 2K, bro.
He's sitting right there doing all this extra shit. You got the other team that shit is bad. You don't look, come on, go ahead and do something with it. Oh man, baller, you sorry. Come on, man.
These niggas funny as hell. It's always the young niggas that can't see, bro. Always the young niggas that can't see, yeah? B. I see you. I see you. I'm lagging like shit. First game, shit lagging. Knocked down. I'm here now. I'm on the mic. I'm on the mic. That's why you try to do the moves. Oh. Nah, he sound mad low. He sound mad low on my shit. Oh, easy, easy, easy. I got you. I got you. I heard him. I heard him. I take the. Oh shit. Oh, good boy. Foul. I don't foul that nigga right there. I got two. I'm only 6'5", yo. This center should have been dogging me, but I guess ain't no real centers out of this motherfucker. There ain't no real centers in 2K no more, son. I'm a 6'5". I ain't even supposed to be here. I gotta guard this little fella right here. Don't let the stretch shoot. He gonna hit it. Oh, damn. Hey, yo. I'm coming around for you. Oh, he fighting through there. I take that. Oh, they cheesing. Oh, he gave it. I don't know how he getting by this nigga like that, yeah? Yeah. Out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds. Oh, that's deep. You want to end the game, bro? Blue gonna sell it for y'all. He get the ball again. Why? I'm just as old as old head. I'm just as old as old head, bro. I'm just as old as old head, bro. Oh. 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 Old head to old head, bruh. I know how you feel, bruh. I know how you feel, dog. Old head to old head, bruh. I know. I know how you feel. He done got off the game, man. That's funny. I gotta quit. I gotta quit out of this just to back out. It's gonna be wildin'. Where my tunes at, man? Put my tunes back on, man. Put my tunes back on. Oh yeah. Where my tunes at? Hold on.
I have a question. Do you need this to use this?
Yeah, no, I use this. Cause it's close.
Okay, let me get this.
You want the controller too?
Yeah, I need that's what I thought.
That's the
Like I
one.
said.
Look what you doing.
I see how to drop it. Thank you very much.
Baby. Already have simple. Am I delayed? But man, sometimes. Not no more. We already have. Keeping it simple. Have a man. Yeah, sometime. Sometime. Not all the time, so. Come on. Sometime. 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 Not all the time, so. Sometime. 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 Not all the time, so. Sometime. 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 call South, y'all. Oh. So she said she called Kiara, and Kiara's phone is not going through. So let's see. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Girl
The
ain't
person you're
answering.
trying to reach is not available.
Why she ain't
At the
call
tone,
Nicole?
please
He said she called Nicole. Nicole is her sister. So Shay called her sister, because that's where Mo is, Kiara. She's over there with her sister. And both of them sleep. Nicole, she don't wake up with no damn phone. Kiara sleep like a fucking... Both of them sleep crazy. They might as well lay together, shit. Let Kiara go live with her aunt. Go ahead, you can leave. We get up out of here. We belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity. Yo, kiss to me now. Belong to me now. Yo, these lighters is crazy. The first time I met you, I couldn't forget you. If this the same mix when I was little, I want to know. That'd be crazy. Putting butane inside my... That joint just broke. Oh, here go Mo. Yo. Yo.
Hi.
What do you mean, hi? Your mother said she wanna... She ready, yo. Your mother gonna come get you at like 2 o'clock. We go vote. You vote already?
You said did I?
Yeah.
No.
Alright, your mother gonna come get you at 2 o'clock. She said she been calling you. And she calling your aunt. Your aunt ain't get up neither.
Okay.
Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Call this man South, because South ain't answered the phone. I done broke the lighter. This one I try to fix, don't even work no more. I don't waste no more.
What's up, my boy?
I'm throwing the lighters out. I'm buying a new lighter today. I'm buying a new good lighter today. I'm gonna stick with this. Yo, South, where you been at, man? You ain't called me this morning. What happened, man?
What happened? Yeah, man, working.
Okay.
Working.
Gotcha.
I had a bunch of stops today.
Thought you was dead or something, man.
Nah, but I had a bunch of stops. I was gonna call you by 8 o'clock. Then I remember the kids ain't gotta go. We had to get up and do nothing. So I didn't call you that early.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. But I was up anyway. Shannon over here. Shannon over here mad at me, boy. She was mad at me about Kamala. God damn.
About what?
Kamala.
What you do? What you say?
Man.
What you say?
You know what she want, bro. She talking about, oh, it could be racist and all this other stuff, and how men don't want the women to get in and all this other, man, a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
You was the worst thing ever, man.
I don't care for none of that. But I am live though, man. I'm chilling on here. Ain't nothing going on.
Yeah, trying to get this shit done. Tired today, kid.
Word. Yeah. If I'm bothering you or you doing something, just link me when you ready, bro. You want to chop it up? Yeah.
I say, yeah, you good? I'm just rolling right now.
Oh. I'm about to say. Say he rolling. Keep rolling.
So, hungry though.
Man, I got so much damn footage today just for being live.
I smacked the boys in that Dragon Ball Z, boy.
Last night?
Yeah, they was so mad with me. Oh, they were mad with me.
You beating both of them?
Both of them.
That's crazy.
And even crazier part, Mama's actually pretty good at the game. I just know how to tease the game because I've been playing it so long. You know what I'm saying?
So, Monduli, you say he. So,
Yeah,
what they got? Do they play with certain players? Or they play with?
Yeah, they play with certain players, and I know how to counteract the players they play with. That's why I keep beating them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just to give you a rundown, I know you really don't, care for this.
Anime
shit, but so they got like up close players, like motherfuckers that throw ones, real good.
Them the human players, ain't it?
Yeah, human players and some aliens, but they real strong in that area. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they strong in long distance areas when they shoot like powers and shit.
I got you.
So I look at the players they get, and I just counter the players they get.
I got you. Damn, I've been live for 3 hours and 52 minutes. It felt like I was only live for an hour, maybe. Damn. Been live for a while. I done watched some stuff with Cornel West. I done watched some Kamala and some Donald. I'm gonna watch some foolishness. Shoot, I can hop off now. I'll be back, man. I'm gonna hop off this live, y'all. Up. Soon as I say hop off the live, I already lost one. Ain't that something like that? As soon as somebody just say, "Damn, you ain't had to leave already." I just seen it. I just seen it. I just seen it change right in front of my eyes. You ain't gotta leave that fast. Damn, I ain't even said goodbye yet. Damn. Look at it gone. Like, okay, shit, it's all right. But yeah. All right, I'll be back. I'll be back live. I'll come back live again during after everybody vote and everybody sitting at their TVs, want to know what the hell going on. And y'all gonna get Auntie. Then we gonna know Auntie gonna be back there wilding. So we gonna turn it in. I'll be back. Boy, we gonna see, man. We gonna see who gonna get this dub. They really force feed us, yo. They force feeding us these two people, Harris and Trump. They force feeding us. The other people you don't know nothing about. You do not know nothing about these people, yo. The other independent people, they don't even get this. They don't even get to get seen, yo. If you don't look them up, then you ain't gonna know nothing about them. So, anyway, cut out, man. Cut it out.
My daddy always said there ain't no motherfucking there ain't no clean motherfucking politician, dog.
Yo, the nigga